and let us all do we can to build a better future.
You ready to hear about the most popular Democrat ever that will never be a hypocrite, that will never let you down, that is strong, these are words that don't describe Senator Sinema. I don't know any kind of Democrat that's strong. So apparently, Senator Sinema, like all these jagoff Democratic lawmakers, from AOC to Nancy to Bernie to Lori Lightfoot to everyone in the Democratic Party, of course, you know, they're quick to send out emails asking you and me and everyone else, you gotta give us money so we can do something about Roe v. Wade and codify it, but we're not going to do anything about it.
No.
So Sinema kills plan to codify abortion rights, then fundraisers on protecting women's health care. So Senator Kristen Sinema, Democrat from Arizona, on Thursday sent out a fundraising email touting her work to protect women's health care after shooting down President Joe Biden's proposal to codify abortion rights. Biden on Thursday called for the Senate to support a filibuster carve-out to pass a federal law ensuring the right to an abortion. The most important thing we have to change, I believe, we have to codify Roe v. Wade into law, Biden said during a news conference at the NATO summit in Madrid. And the way to do that is to make sure Congress votes to do that. And if the filibuster gets in the way, it's like voting rights. It should be that we provide an exception to this, require an exception to the filibuster for this action to deal with the Supreme Court decision. The plan was quickly, bang, bang, shut down by Sinema and Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat from West Virginia.
Shocking. Manchin and Sinema doing something bad again.
I know. They're like the perfect couple. I dread to see what their baby would look like if they ever fused.
Why do you have to put that in my brain?
I'm sorry. Now everyone has that image. Imagine a half Sinema, half Manchin demon child. There you go. There we go. It was formed out of their love of money and corruption. Just put that image in your head now. Now that image is in your head. Sinema and Manchin together. All right. So, now who have opposed scrapping the filibuster, Sinema's office told CNN. Oh man, that's a funny news outlet. That the senator is still opposed to gutting the filibuster on any topic, including on reproductive rights. Sinema was accused of hypocrisy after repeatedly touting her support for abortion rights. Former Obama administration digital strategist Tim Fullerton flagged a fundraising email Sinema's campaign sent out on Thursday touting her work to protect women's health care. Sinema said after the Supreme Court last week struck down the federal abortion protections that the ruling endangers the health and well-being of women. So, how many times have we called out the hypocrisy of Sinema on this show? She loves money. She started off as an activist, then as a Green Party candidate, then as a progressive Democrat, and then she got into bed with corporations, Joe Manchin, and everybody else. Not literally, but more or less. She's one of these politicians that likes to make money. She got an internship at a winery where she was making some pretty good bucks. I mean, isn't that great? An internship that pays.
At a winery?
Yes, of all places.
I want that one.
Oh, I want that job too, but we can't get it because we're not connected and we're not a corrupt politician. And guess what? Sinema's also against lowering prescription drug costs. Hey, vote blue no matter who. Hey, can we get the camera on me for a second? Hey, vote blue no matter who. Now, explain to me in good detail why I need to vote Democrat. Now, before you say, oh, you're going to vote Republican. No, explain to me. Why do I need to vote for a Democrat like Sinema or anyone else when they do just the same amount of damage like a Republican lawmaker? Go ahead, explain to us. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
I would also be fascinated to find out how any of her policies are different than most of her Republican counterparts.
Exactly. So, Democrats, you know, wait to be fools. I do want to play this video because I think it's funny to show you what Sinema really thinks of her constituents. Let's play this video. Now, to be clear, this was for Build Back Better. But I find it hilarious.
She's running right now is a real moment that our people need in order for us to be able to talk about what's really happening. We need a Build Back Better plan right now.
We knocked on doors. We need solutions to the Build Back Better plan. We have the solutions that we need.
We knocked on doors for you to get you elected, and just how we got you elected, we can get you out of office if you don't support what you promised us.
We need 7 million citizens for 7 million. We need the Build Back Better plan right now.
That was
My name
Sinema
is
trying
Blanca.
to
I was
hide
brought
her
here to the
way.
United States when I was
She's
3
trying to
years
flush her way out,
old.
but she's too much of a
And
big
in 2010, my
turd. Go down the
grandparents
toilet.
both got deported because of SB 1070. And I'm here because I definitely believe that we need a pathway to citizenship. My grandfather passed away 2 weeks ago, and I was not able to go to Mexico and visit him because there is no pathway to citizenship. And if we have the opportunity to pass it right now, then we need to do it because there's millions of undocumented people just like me who share the same story or even worse things that happen to them because of SB 1070 and because of anti-immigrant legislation. And this is the opportunity to pass it right now, and we need to hold you accountable to what you told us, what you promised us that you were going to pass when we knocked on doors for you. It's not right.
She's trying to flush herself down the toilet again.
I'm a
Doesn't work.
survivor of human trafficking, and it's because of the lack of worker protections that we don't have in the gig economy. I need you to stand by workers. Lots of people who are like me who became homeless and...
So, the reason why I played that video is because Vote Blue No Matter Who people, K-Hive, all you people with blue check marks who were so scared of a Trump re-election. Look, I don't want to see Trump get re-elected, and he's going to run again probably in 2024. But here's the thing. The Democrats have delivered nothing except for you to make you feel good thinking that you beat the orange boogeyman. He's going to come back. Or he's that somebody worse than him is going to run. And if the Democrats keep on doing nothing and they keep on being pragmatic and still nothing changes, and eventually all you Vote Blue No Matter Who people, when your mimosas are now filled with piss and you're realizing you're on the streets, I mean, let's face it. What's the point of supporting a party when you know they're going to screw you over? What's the point of going to bat for people if they don't respect you? Sinema, and to all her Democratic constituents out there, especially your diehard supporters for Sinema, she doesn't respect you. And I played that video, and while it doesn't relate to abortion rights, I think the people of Arizona should be knocking on her door at her offices where she works and remind her about her obligations to be a public servant. You see, these politicians don't deserve respect. These politicians don't deserve a comfortable bed to sleep in.
Oh, no.
Look, they work for us. They have gold-plated health care, six-figure salaries, wonderful social benefits, and also connections to the top 1%. Why should they be comfortable? Why should you be nice to them when they don't like you? They're okay. They're okay with you starving. People of Arizona, you have every right to be angry. You have a right to be angry about a lot of things. And the same thing for everyone else across this country. You are entitled and deserve to be right about how the system is screwing you over. None of these politicians, Democrat or Republican, should have a nice night to sleep out or go out to dinner. They're all scumbags. They're all profiting off of your fear, your pain, your anger. These politicians have been dividing us. What's the incentive for us to keep on making sure their lives are comfortable? They shouldn't be comfortable. They work for us. So from here on out, don't be polite. Get in their face. Follow them. Make sure you protest in front of where they work.
And where they live.
Yes, exactly. And
oh, no.
follow them.
Is their personal bodily autonomy going to be questionable for a minute? Are you worried a little bit about your own personal safety and health? Oh no! Oh no! What must that be like?
Exactly. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure you got your thoughts on Sinema. And the fact is, she will not get rid of the filibuster. And yet she's asking and sending us emails, all of us, same thing like all these other Democratic lawmakers, give us money so I could kind of do something about women's reproductive.
Where's that meme of the girl, the Parks and Rec girl? Money, please. Where's that? I want her.
Exactly. I think if anything, the big takeaway is we got to break away from this system, and we cannot trust these politicians. So always follow them. FaZe, I know it might be asking a lot, but could you pull up that video one more time where she runs into the bathroom? I mean, you might have to fast forward a little bit, but you know, if we can, we should somehow.
And I'm here because I definitely believe that we need a pathway to citizenship. My grandfather passed away 2 weeks ago, and I was not able to go to Mexico and visit him because there is no pathway to citizenship. And if we have the opportunity to pass it right now, then we need to do it because there's millions of undocumented people just like me who share the same story or even worse things that happen to them because of SB 1070 and because of anti-immigrant legislation. And this is the opportunity to pass it right now, and we need to hold you accountable to what you told us, what you promised us that you were going to pass when we knocked on doors for you. It's not right.
Scumbag.
I'm a survivor.
All right, that's a good note to end it on. That's a good note to end it on. We don't need to see her again. All right, folks. So, final note. Don't hero worship politicians. They are all scumbags, Democrat or Republican. And if you vote Democrat or Republican, you're a sucker. And to my audience, enlighten your friends that still vote Democrat or Republican. Politely. Be polite about it. Wake people up. Things are going to change. And all starts right now with us realizing that Washington, D.C. is giving us the middle finger.